So yeah, even though I told myself I wasn't even going to tackle the Akatsuki Blitzkampf series in regards to talking about BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, it just felt wrong to leave a hole in all the videos I've made up to this point. I've already tackled every series involved with BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, that being BlazBlue, Persona 4 Arena, Under Night in Birth, Ruby, Arcana Heart, and Senran Kagura without a Akatsuki Blitzkampf video. And I made a video talking about why I couldn't do it, but at the same time I thought, you know what, why not give this a shot? Because it would have just left a big hole in the last video I would have needed to finish this series. So you know what, why not? Now I will say this right now. My knowledge on Akatsuki Blitzkampf is extremely limited. I've played the game before, but at the same time, I don't know anything really about the plot, the lore, anything about that. All I know is from the characters on a surface level, and all I know is a little bits in lore from them from the wiki and whatnot. So my knowledge on these characters is extremely limited. But that shouldn't hold me back from talking about them. Maybe I could talk about their theme songs, or I could talk about how they look, or how they fit in Cross Tag Battle. So those are points I'm going to be tackling about. So if you guys were expecting from any kind of Akatsuki Blitzkampf lore, or how I could tie it up to the characters already in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, you're going to be sorely disappointed, because I cannot do that. I am not some big Akatsuki Blitzkampf figurehead or anything like that. So yeah, without further ado, let's talk about the top 5 characters I would have wanted from the Akatsuki Blitzkampf series in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. And I apologize if I stutter a lot in this video. I do that quite often, and it gets even worse when it's about a series I don't, talk about too often, and I can't really get my thoughts together. It happens. I apologize. It's just something I do. So without further ado, let's actually get on with the video. Now, I gotta say that Akatsuki Blitzkampf really has some cool looking characters. And Marilyn Sue is one of the characters that kind of popped out to me the most, mostly because of her colors, but she also looks super sick. Apparently, she's this assassin for the largest international mafia known as the Black Hand. She's like the top assassin, and she's like the master of assassination techniques and whatnot. And she looks sick as shit. She's mostly basically like a kicking kind of, your kicking character. And it's hard to say kicking character, it's weird talking about that kind of thing. It's like, oh, what kind of character would you be like? It's like Chun-Li. It's like, oh yeah, she kicks. Just stuff like that. But honestly, she's super cool looking, and I would just want her in based on just appearance alone. I don't know shit about Marilyn Sue, because mostly when I played Akatsuki Blitzkampf, I haven't even touched the character at all. But at the same time, I'm like, shit, dude, she looks super cool, and I would definitely just want her to cross that battle because of that. Now, she's an assassin character, so we already have a assassin character, that being Seth. I have no idea how that interaction would go, because I don't know much about Marilyn Sue's personality. I know she's very graceful. I know she's very elegant. But at the same time, she can just beat the shit out of you with her hands and feet. So, there you go. I guess it's like kind of a way where you have Seth, who's quick and swift, fast, slash you down before you even recognize it. But Marilyn Sue, she can kill you with assassination techniques, but she's more direct with it. And I kind of like that. Plus, even her colors are kind of different from each other. Seth is mostly primarily based around black, blue, white. Marilyn Sue is mostly just yellow, bright colors, yellow, pink. She has some black on her, but she's mostly a bright color compared to Hibiki. Even her character color in Ainz is still brighter than Seth's. So, there is that going for her. But at the same time, man, dude, Marilyn Sue would be cool, I think, just based on appearance alone, just based on appearance alone, because the only thing I know is really she's trying to gain up power. She's trying to, I think, control the Black Hand, if I remember correctly. Again, I do not know Akatsuki Blitzkampf lore. I apologize. Even reading the wiki, I kind of had to, work on this video and read the wiki at the same time. So I'm just blabbering on about a character I just want to see in. So yeah, Marilyn Sue, she looks cool. Her fighting style is cool. She just looks cool. Everyone in Akatsuki Blitzkampf looks cool. So cool. in a game of already cool-looking characters, we have Kanai. Now, Kanai's outfit is just simple surface, especially compared to the other characters. She's not even like some kind of super powered, enhanced kind of character. She's actually just a straight-up normal person, just, you know, just strong, you know? So, like, I like that. You know, it's just like, she's like, I think she's was one of the original 5 characters in the original version of Akatsuki Blitzkampf, at least the prototype version of it. And she was, like, I think the 5th character added in through the 1.03 version of the game. And I can't really say much about her either, because I just don't know. All I can say is that she looks awesome as shit. Like, again, like, Akatsuki Blitzkampf has some really cool characters. I cannot get over that. Akatsuki Blitzkampf really has cool characters. And she's the grappler of this game. But, like, the thing about her being the grappler, she doesn't really look grappler, so to speak. Like, the thing is about these, like, you know, you got your grapplers, you got the big, strong characters, you got your big, meaty, you know, strong as hell character. You got a female grappler, she's either an Amazon or some beefy woman of sorts. No, you got Kanai. She's not really beefy at all. I mean, the only thing you really got beefy on her is her freaking legs, and I've seen how her animations look, and that shit looks like it hurts like a mug, way more than it hurts to Marilyn Sue. And I just love the character designs of this game. Can I just like say that? Like, Kanai looks super simple, but I feel like she still stands out in her own way. Again, I don't know much about Kanai. All I know is that she's one of the original 5 characters, and all I know is that she's like at least one of the main supporting protagonists of the series. Because when I look through Akatsuki Blitzkampf, either someone is neutral or just straight up a villain. So like, I'm like, shit, okay, fine. So there you go, one of the main supporting protagonists. Thank God we got a hero coming on here. Honestly, looking through the lore of Akatsuki Blitzkampf, I couldn't find much on her. Like, honestly, anything on her. All I know is that she was supposed to be looking for Akatsuki, because Akatsuki, his whole deal is that he was lost on this, like, he was going on this mission, and then he got lost on the mission, and he was essentially frozen for 50 years. And then upon his awakening, Kanai was meant to go sent to retrieve him, but then she was told to abort the mission because there's a bunch of complicated stuff in the background, stuff involving blitz motors, and I'm not gonna go to the whole plot of Akatsuki Blitzkampf in this video, because hell, if I want to do that, I'm gonna do that some other time. But the point is, yeah, Kanai looks cool. She's a grappler, so you know, you gotta deal with that now. Grapplers are awesome. You know, I would be lying to you if I didn't say that Anonym is literally the coolest Akatsuki Blitzkampf character. First of all, guns. Second of all, gun with nuns. Third of all, she's a complete badass who can apparently use her super to revive herself, which can also harm her opponent, which is just... You can bring yourself back from the dead, Anonym. Awesome. Freaking awesome. But the point is, look, I don't even give a shit about learning about personalities right now. You know, she looks cool as shit. Like, I would just want her in just by that. Hell, one of her supers is called, if I remember correctly, it's called Tetragrammation. And that's directly from the goddamn movie Equilibrium. And Equilibrium references are cool. So there you go. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, like, literally, gun nun. There is literally nothing I got. She's a graceful, she shoots with grace, but yes, she's just serious as all shit. She never smiles. She has a soft-spoken voice, but she never smiles at all. And like, it just, you're gonna see this chick walk up to you, point a gun at your face. She's gonna pray. She's gonna pray for you first, and then shoot you in the face, man. It's game over. It's game over. Apparently there's more anonyms. Like, there's this place called like the Holy Club, right? And there's a group of nun agents, right? And then there's nothing there but more anonyms. There's Anonym, like the one we know of. Apparently her name is Anonym Meryl Lambuth. And then like she has a superior whose name Anonym Guard, who's just her with a palette swap. Like, it's just like a group. They're all like the same, apparently the same people. They all wear the same outfits. I mean, I know the game's just an excuse to have color palettes and shit like that, but the point is, it's cool to have like a group of like these badass gun nuns who all look the same. Like I don't know if it's like they're like the same person cloned again, but all we know is that like they're just like a group of just like anonyms, and I think that's just the coolest thing ever. So now I can finally talk about Murakumo, aka Akatsuki Zero. So Akatsuki Zero, or Murakumo, he is just like this older, like more badass looking version of Akatsuki. Apparently, he was the very first person tested with the Blitz motor. The Blitz motor is like this really powerful item that Akatsuki Blitzkampf that everyone wants their hands on, and Akatsuki has it. And everybody wants to, like, apparently become a god with it. So, you know, there's a lot of that stuff there too. And he was the first person tested with it, so he's there for Akatsuki Zero. So he wants to essentially take over the world. He became obsessed with godhood. He wants to become a god, etc., etc. You know, there's more to it. Apparently, he looked exactly like Akatsuki until like the Blitz motor experiments kind of turned his hair and stuff white. If I remember correctly, again, it's been a minute, but I think if I remember correctly, he had the same look. Blitz motor experiments on him as Akatsuki Zero. His hair turned white, and even his eyes changed. So, you know, there's that. So, I don't know. I kind of like this idea of like, not only is there there are multiple versions of like Anonym, there's also possibly multiple Akatsukis out there, which is crazy. It's crazy though. Like, honestly, it's crazy. But yeah, I can't really say much about Murakumo here. All I can say is that he is badass as hell. Like, it's just kind of cool having this, I guess, kind of older version of yourself as like the main antagonist. Somewhat. Like, he's not the older Akatsuki. He's like a Akatsuki. He's like a clone of him of sorts. And apparently, like, he has other clones of himself. Like, he has clones of him. Like, Kanai had the superior in like in the army, and Marilyn also had a boss, and that they're apparently clones of Murakumo, and they were placed there by him so he could control the mafia and he could control the army. So it's kind of weird. He has like his hands in everything. So like I don't know. I just find that funny. So like not only get this dude who looks like the main character, but he can clone himself to put them in control of both the army and the mafia. So, you know, take that what you will. All I know is that Murakumo, it's hard to say his name because I keep saying Akatsuki Zero, but yeah, Murakumo is weird. He's weird, but I kind of find it funny though. I just find it really, really funny. Honestly, this choice wasn't really that hard for me. Perfecti. Like, what can I really say about Perfecti? She looks just like, again, I've been saying this for about every single character on this goddamn roster here, but every single character from Akatsuki Blitzkampf looks sick as all hell. So you got Perfecti here, who is apparently the final form, ultimate form, or whatever of the series' one of the main antagonists of the series. Mysol, I don't know. I don't know these character names, man. But all I know is that she looks sick as shit, and that she's an ultimate form. It's just funny though. Depending on how funny the characters look between each other. But yeah, this is like her true form. Like, plus she kind of reminds me of like I don't know, I get this vibe, and she looks like Laura Bodwig from Infinite Stratos. Yeah, again, I guess you could say silver-haired girl, red eyes, and military uniform, but seriously, though, I kind of see it. And it's just something, these characters look so cool. Like, I swear to God, there is Akatsuki Blitzkampf needs more attention. Like, I swear, Akatsuki Blitzkampf needs more attention, because the cast here is just crazy. Like the cast is just absolutely crazy. Everyone has like really sick designs. All the characters are just badass in some way. And like you got freaking clone characters, alternate version of characters who don't even look like their original counterparts anymore. Like you can really get that in games, like in some games, like where you got like, shit, dude, you got alternate form of a character. And again, Perfecti was just a palette swap back in the day, but now she's a full-on goddamn character now, and that's kind of cool. I like that. Again, I apologize if I butchered anything relating to Akatsuki Blitzkampf. I just don't know much of the lore, and I kind of didn't play much of the game to get it. So I'm running off this video off the sole idea of like, I'm looking at these characters, I think they're cool. Why do I want them in this game? Oh yeah, her theme song Soul is pretty damn good. I didn't talk about that, you know? I didn't talk about what character theme songs I like because honestly, I didn't want to just dump them in just because of their songs. For example, Electro Soldat, he has one of my favorite songs in the game, Sentinel. But I didn't throw him in here because I just kind of didn't want to see him in here. I mean, yeah, throwing him in for his theme song would have been cool, but I feel like that would have been a waste of a character slot. He looks cool, but he's not as cool as everyone else in this goddamn roster, let me tell you that. But other than that, yeah, I think that's the end of the video. That's pretty much everyone I had to talk about. And with that, it marks the end of this whole top 5 characters I would have won in BlazBlue Cross Tag Val's series properly. And I'm glad I'm able to finish the damn series because there is no way I thought I would ever finish it. So I'm super happy about that. And I did tell myself that once I was fully done with the series, I was going to make a super video to essentially combine all of this stuff together into one giant video so I can just release that to the public so people can watch it in case they want to watch something really long. Because apparently people really like these some long form videos. I don't know why, but you know, some people don't tell me they don't like my long form videos, so I guess it's okay. But without further ado, I will see you all next time. Again, I apologize to you Akatsuki Blitzkampf enthusiasts and lore fans and heavy fans out there. I apologize for butchering your series so badly because honestly, I should have did more research and played the game more before I started this video. But honestly, I feel like that was still, I feel like even if I did that, that would still would have boiled down to I wanted these characters in because they look cool. And there's nothing wrong with that.